Hi and welcome back. Today I want to show you really easy chicken dinners that I made with the two pre-made chicken marinated recipes earlier. So this is going to be a slow cook option, and this is with the sesame Asian marinade that I prepped earlier. So these are chicken thighs already ready in the marinade. You can either take them out in the freezer if you had them in the freezer or out of your fridge. I just covered the crock pot with a little bit of olive oil spray to keep from sticking, and I'm going to cook it on low for 6 hours. And here I'm adding in about 2 cups of fresh broccoli, and you could use any vegetable of your choice. Broccoli I feel goes really well with teriyaki flavored chicken and really well with rice. I added a little bit of salt on top. I'm covering it, and as I said, low for about 6 hours or high for about 2.5 to 3 hours. My side is going to be a long grain white rice, and I like to actually soak it as much as I can before cooking it. Even if you soak it for 30 minutes, it'll make a big difference. It takes the starch out of the water, out of the rice, and you want to just keep rinsing it in between. And I also put a couple of ice cubes to keep the water cold. You don't want to rinse it with hot water because that sort of par cooks the rice. After about 6 hours, this is what it looked like. The meat was really tender, really juicy, flavorful. It was so simple. You don't even have to be around to stir it. Cooked perfectly, and the rice ended up being perfect too. Really nice and fluffy, and I cooked that in my rice cooker on the white rice setting. Now we're on to another dinner on another night, and here I have my cilantro lime pre-marinated chicken thighs as well. These I'm going to actually cook in the oven and finish off in the broiler. My sides are going to be corn tortillas, fresh corn on the cob, and also just some other toppings that I'll show you in a minute. I like to cook chicken thighs on a large sheet pan. I'm going to cook them at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes and then test the temperature at that point. And for the corn tortillas, I'm simply going to heat them up on this small pan. You can do 1 to 2 at a time. I'm going to actually do 3 at a time. And you just want it on a high setting, and you really are just frying it without oil, just on a dry pan for about 20 seconds on each side. For really easy corn on the cob, you fill up the pot with water, put the corn in, bring it to a boil. Once it's at a roaring boil, you cover it, slide it off the place setting, and just let it sit for 10 minutes. And then you've got really well cooked, nice sweet corn ready to go. And here are my prepped sort of sides and toppings. I'm going to add a little bit of tahini dressing to my chicken taco. I also whipped out this chipotle mayonnaise and that avocado lime ranch mayonnaise. I think that would be great toppings as well. So if you don't have salsa or any other kind of spicy sauces or salsa verde, just use what you have. I'm also going to have some cheese, onion, cilantro, and some chopped up jalapenos as options for toppings. And then I'm also going to squeeze a little bit of lemon on top of the chicken after it's cooked. I'm going to chop some up into little chunks, and some I'm going to leave whole. So my corn on the cob is ready. I like to put it in a Ziploc bag and then add the seasonings to this bag and to butter, and then shake it around. And this way you get an even coating of whatever toppings you want on your corn on the cob, evenly distributed, and it stays warm inside that plastic bag. So again, this is my method for heating up the corn tortillas. I do recommend that you heat them up on the pan because it does give them a nice, that charred flavor is really nice, and it also, I guess, brings out the flavors of the corn even more. And I like to use a tortilla warmer as well. These are very affordable. They're anywhere between $10 to $15. I line it with a towel to keep the tortillas also moist, but they also keep them warm. And so that's a great little tool to have in the kitchen. So this is what the chicken looks like when it's done. I sprinkled a little bit of cilantro on top as well, on top of the lemon juice. I have the chopped up chicken for the tacos, and then I left some whole for anyone who just wanted to eat it whole without the tacos. I have a combination of white corn tortilla and yellow corn tortillas. And again, I like to use that tortilla warmer, and not just for tortillas. They can be used to keep any kind of bread warm. I've used it before for dinner rolls, pancakes, waffles, garlic bread, those types of things. So again, a great little tool. So this was the second dinner, and again, when you have pre-marinated chicken, it saves so much time and makes your dinner prep and cooking so much easier. So I definitely recommend you guys marinate things ahead of time. Keep some in your fridge, put some in the freezer, and it definitely saves a lot of time. And the longer it sits in the marinade too, the more flavorful the chicken is. And everyone that ate this chicken just commented on that it was much more flavorful than if you just season, 10 minutes before you cook it. So I highly recommend this to you guys. Let me know what other kind of cooking videos and ideas you'd like to see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.